Hey, everybody, how the hell are you? I am Tommy, and you are on the boat. Let me say hi to some people. Epiphany, how are you? Ashley G. Hey, look at that. We have a new member. Natasha, thank you. You look great in green. Your final answer is Dominic. Well, we're going to get to that, people, because a lot of people think that they see Dominic here. Look, man, I suck at this. I'm just telling you the gospel truth. I absolutely suck at this. Hello, Renee B. Fancy seeing you again. Leslie, how are you? Kristen Melinda, Taylor Miller. Hey, guys, she says. I suck at this. The ability for me to look at things and say, this looks like that. This is my absolutely what I am the worst at on planet Earth. I usually rely on my wife for this. And how are you? Lisa Palmer, good to see you. Miss Butler. Sharon, good to have you here. Hey, Kevin, I think it's Dominic. There's a lot of people that are saying that. Hartman, Tennessee. Here, Bitcoin movement and have detained a suspect. I'm sorry, what? That had to have happened 2 seconds ago. Let me check this really quickly and see whether or not. Hold on 1 second, people. Listen, there's 100 of you in here. Do me a favor, smack that like button and hit subscribe. I'm working hard. I'll be right with you. Don't move. Terribly sorry about that. According to TMZ, there was movement on that account. I'll be damned. I'll tell you what, man, if they move crypto to that account, there's going to be all kinds of problems for the people who are there. Who is Dominic? I missed something. Well, then let's get up here. And I'll tell you something, folks. This gets rowdy, right? And by the way, guess who turned everyone on to this? Internet sleuths. You know what that is, right? That's you people. You see this cat right here? That is Dominic. And they think that that might be the man behind the mask. Now, once again, I suck at this, so I'll bring in an expert here in a minute. But if you see up close, this guy's got some stuff going on with his lip, right? I'm not saying he's got the hurt. And by the way, there are confirmed reports of recent activity on Bitcoin wallet tied to one of the ransom notes in the Guthrie case. But it's a small transaction, not the multi-million-dollar ransom payment. And no major arrest of the actual kidnapping suspect has been announced. Multiple news outlets, including TMZ, have reported at least one new transaction in the specific Bitcoin address listed on the ransom note. It was about 5 p.m. Arizona time on Tuesday the 10th. The amount is small. Sources describe it as approximately $152 or under $300, a little below that $4.6 million that they were talking about.
That's like the $1 when PayPal sends you something.
This is the $1 when PayPal sends you something to verify. But you see the lip here? Then look at this. They're saying that the eye there is going to be similar. Johnny Scoville had said earlier that he thought that there was a very thin eyebrows. But again, I suck at this. This is just not what I am good at all, unfortunately. But that is Dominic. And if you're wondering who the hell he is, he's a member of the band. Tommy, good to see you. Burnsy, what's happening? ATC. ABC News person detains. Who is this? That was Dominic. He plays in the band that this guy is in. What's the name of the band? Dark something or other? Early Dark or some such shit. It's a very, it's a dark band. It's the perfect, that's great imagery. Yeah, it's the perfect way. Hold on a second. SWAT team deployed earlier. No way they arrested him. And you know something? There was a lot of talk about a SWAT team deployed earlier. TMZ person in custody, not family. Be interesting to see because I have not. I'm not seeing any of that yet. That is not showing up anywhere yet. A person was detained for questioning in connection with the case per law enforcement sources. Separately, Derek Calleja. Yeah, they say that a person was detained on February 10th. We don't know who that person is yet. This is going to be really arrested, said possible electrician. Are you shitting me? One gift of a membership. Who did that? Lisa Trimble. Thank you so much. I see you're doing homework today. I believe also with the lip. Yeah, I am doing homework today. The Derek thing looks to me to be possible, but if they're talking about an electrician, then we're going to be way the hell off on this. And the dollar amount sent to the Bitcoin is fascinating. It really is. To me, that is really, really odd. TMZ trans person in custody? No. Huh? No, I didn't hear anything about that. There's been talk of the neighbor too. They made lip comparisons and mustache. You know, it would suck to be living in this neighborhood because every swinging dick walking down the street at this point is looking at you and going, "Hey," his eyes kind of look like the guy in the picture. I am going to let me do something really quickly. I'm waiting for my guest to pop in here. My guest is not going to be happy. 300 Bitcoin, 20K. No, man. 300 Bitcoin at 20,000. No, man. One Bitcoin is $70,000. Yeah. Hostage rescue team was called in. Good God, let her be alive. How great would that be? We would be throwing a party. Paula said, no way he's in Tommaso's band. Yeah, $300, man, not 300 Bitcoin. In fact, all they were asking for altogether, right? If you want the 6 million, you only needed 74 to 76 Bitcoin, depending on what the last thing it was trading at. It's Nancy's hairdresser. I think it was someone in the neighborhood. You think the dogs would catch the scent? Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? How much did they send? $150 is what is being reported currently. $152. So I don't know. Tommaso has nothing to do with this. No way he has something to do with this. I agree with you, man. There is a roll of tape in the back zipper of the backpack. Yeah, that would equal 20 million. That's a hell of a lot of Bitcoin, and that was not what's put in there. There's 200 of you in there right now. Please do me a favor and smack that like button. How much is that in Bitcoin? You don't call those Bitcoins, you call them Satoshis. And what's a sat trading at right now? $150. It would be a lot of sats because sats are really, really small right now. But this is obviously this is happening really quick. It's happening in real time. A lot of people predicted there would be an arrest today. Bunches of you said that yesterday. Even Nerd Report, even Popcorn Report is what? Saying that they have somebody detained for questioning. That is, I just read that, right? And this is as of early February 11th. Now, wait a second. Isn't today the 10th?
Tuesday, 10th.
Yeah. So they do have somebody currently in custody. But this, they could be just pulling this person in for questioning. It's going to be interesting to find out. Fox just announced they have detained somebody for questioning. Not exactly the same thing as an arrest, but it is similar as hell. Now, we did this earlier, man. Are you guys over the fact that that was Tomas in the mask? Can we agree that that was not Thomas in the mask? Personally, I'm telling you, I suck at this worse than anything. Detained is huge. Hey, Barbara Waite, good to see you. Fox said they're being careful when saying detained. Of course they are. I mean, obviously, they're going to be doing that. But it's a big deal. It really is a big deal. I'm still confident about Neckbeard. It's not Tomato. All right, look, it's not Tomato in the mask. I'm going to bring in somebody because she just popped here. I have said 1,000 times that this is not something that men are good at. I'm sorry. At least I am not, right? A couple folks mentioned he looks like the Ozark Trail backpack. I don't know, but we did get an amazing picture of the backpack. Hello, honey. How the hell are you?
Hello, Bunny. What?
This is the only way I get to see you is if I have you on here. I've been. My wife is a YouTube widow these days. I am sorry. I have been working a little bit around the clock, but you look fantastic.
Thank you, Snoopy. What are you bringing me on for?
I need your professional opinion.
What are you not good at?
No, look. Well, there's a lot of stuff I'm not good at, but you know how you talk about pupillary distance all the time.
The
you
PD.
Did work in this. What's that?
The PD. Mm-hmm.
PD. Right. I want you to do me a favor and look at these two people and tell me what you think, right? Tell me what you think. Because what we're trying to find out is if that gentleman right there in the middle, Quibsy, could be the same person that is wearing the balaclava on the left and on the right. You want to see a different picture of him?
Baklava? I thought that was like a British dessert.
Baklava is fantastic, but no, we're balaclava. Balaclava. Sounds the same, wise ass. What do you think?
What do I think about what, babe?
I want you to check this cat's. All right, so look at this cat's PD. That cat's pupillary distance, right?
Yes.
And then I want you to compare it to, let me get the best shot I can get of our dude here. This is probably the best shot right here. See those eyes right there? Look at that pupillary distance.
They look reptilian.
They do look reptilian, and he's a shitbag, right? This is not a good person. He is literally breaking into this house. So look at that pupillary distance, and now look at this one. There are a lot of people that think they're seeing this same guy behind the mask. I suck at this, man. This is the work. I literally have no talent whatsoever. You know how when we go out and you go, wow, did you see that person? And I'll go, yeah, I didn't even see them. Right? I'm not observant visually. It's not really my go-to.
Oh, it's my go-to.
It is your go-to. That's why you're here.
I don't know. I mean, so here's the thing. The gentleman with that's not wearing the baklava.
Right.
The guy who you can see his face. The problem with that photo is he's like this. So
Right.
It's hard to see somebody's pupillary distance when you're at an angle like that. By the way, let me just say hello to everybody. I don't know all the people over on the boat. I do recognize a lot of you over on my channel, but I want to say hello. Hi, guys. I have a channel as well. I am a mod, so I'll just go ahead and post it.
There you go. Put that link up there. We're going to show you one more pic here, kid.
I'll self-promote. I don't care. I'm not a...
No, you know something? I was actually planning on doing that my damn self, but I need one more opinion from you, because there are a lot of folks out here that think it might be this cat, right? They think it might be this guy. We call him Neckbeard, right? This is the brother-in-law, right? Or the son-in-law of the woman that's missing. And it was, allegedly this guy refused a polygraph. When he gets into cars out in front of the house, he pulls a hood up over the top of his head and kind of looks like he's Justin Bieber, like he's trying to avoid the paparazzi. He's done a lot of things that make him look guilty. How about the pupillary distance on this
Not
cat?
the same. Absolutely
not the same. Okay.
Distance. Absolutely.
And I told you guys that Quibbs would look at this and go, nope, it's either she did work in that business for a while, so it's a little bit different. And for those of you that don't know, this is my wife. This is Relatable Reese. She just put up a link to her channel. She's also a YouTuber. You can't imagine the fun of having two people that are married that are both YouTubers. Good time, isn't it?
The best of times.
And if you're getting a lot of views, crazy shit starts to happen, right?
Robin, I got to say hi to Robin W. She came over to my channel and she stayed through the entire stream tonight.
That's awesome, Robin W.
I loved her. I love her dog, and I can't believe she stayed through the whole thing. I told my chat, I said,
Were
we
you
have a
talking
new
about
person.
vaginas again?
I did mention the taint, but I said, we have a new person. Please, everybody, be cool. Don't be yourselves. No, guys. Thank you, Christianese. Hey, babe.
You know what it is? It's all the beautiful singing voice people. I'm telling you, it's the singing voice.
Which one of us?
Me. He said, how did you get her? I said, it's the singing voice.
Oh, yeah. I do like when Tommy sings to me. Does Reese think any of the Ring camera people were female? Can you show me the baklava person again?
I can absolutely show you the baklava person again. Hold on one sec, babe. Ready? Here comes baklava. That would be the, let me see here. I think that's the one that's going to show us baklava there.
That is really eerie because if you look at the sclera, the whites of the eyes, there are no whites. I mean, it's like it really does kind of look reptilian.
Uh-huh.
That's creepy.
I may have another shot of him. Let me see here.
Oh,
that's probably not a whole lot better.
I'm not sure I'm going to sleep tonight. Let's see.
On the bright side, you have a gun.
I've got
so I tell everybody that since I'm in South America and you're in North America. Let me show you something though, Quibbs.
That looks like the body of a man. Were some people saying that was a woman?
Yeah, some people are. I don't see that anymore. But do you see that lip? You see how the light is kind of reflecting off what looks like a scar on the upper lip? That doesn't look right to me, and it does look like it matches that cat. Doesn't mean it's him, but it most assuredly looks like it matches that cat. This I also find odd real quick. Let me just show this for everyone else. Do you see him coming through the doorway with his head already down and to the left? That cat knew exactly where this camera was, right? This is why I think Neckbeard may be. Somebody is involved that told that dude exactly where that camera was.
Was that the front lobby of the seventh circle of hell? Where was the three-headed dog Cerebus? That's the scariest. That looks like where you check in. Hi,
you know what, though? Tell me it doesn't look a little like my place in Tucson. I mean, Tucson, it kind of has that kind of architecture, except This one's a little bit, it's a little bit scarier.
No, I feel like that's where L. Ron Hubbard walked up and said, "I was told I have a special place
Speaking
here."
of which, you may have seen us before on a show called Cults and Crims. I am a retired crim. My wife is a retired cultist. You were, how long were you in, you were born into Scientology. How long were you in there?
Cultist?
A cultist. Hey, if you can say baklava.
I'm putting
The eyes look like a
baklava.
woman. I don't see it, Bernsey. Go ahead.
I don't think the body looks like a woman either, but I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Of course, there's always women who have bodies that don't, you know, bow out like mine in all the wrong places, like a fupa.
Knock that off.
The real Alex, thank you. You know what's sad about your name? I thought, I do this on my channel a lot. I mix up I thought it was their Alex.
Really?
No.
She's cult adjacent. How long? You were born into Scientology. How long were you in it?
38 years.
You liar.
I know.
You told me you were 29. How are you in that for that long?
38 years, guys, born and raised. So I can lean on that a lot when I thought Philadelphia was a state. I can lean into that. Tom Cruise friend says no, say it isn't so.
Yeah, no friends of him. And what did Reese sing today? Reese, was it Nickelback?
Yeah, it was.
I knew it, man. Huge Nickelback fan. Not cultist. It sounds like she sacrificed animals. No, she's a big fan of animals.
You know what's interesting?
She has a menagerie at her house. What's that?
The last time I heard Nickelback, you were playing it, actually.
You know what? People are going to believe that shit. If you say that on here, people are going to believe that.
Yeah. Remember when the guy was like, "I want a quesadilla," and you were really
Never
dancing
happened.
around in the living
Cindy,
room?
$152 went into that Bitcoin wallet. They may be doing that just to see if they can. I don't get it. But once money is put on the blockchain into that account, if anybody touches it, it does open up their ability to track this more. But yeah, see that? Christiane says, Reese, you look 29 still. She's been telling me that since I met her.
I've been telling you that?
Come on. How old do you claim to be?
Babe, I'm 41. I don't claim anything.
Well, that would have been good information before I married you.
Gross. Did you really want to go younger?
No, I really can't. I'm so over all these analysts saying he was surprised by the camera. He was not surprised by the camera. People, look at this. Does he look surprised to you? That's him walking through the gates of hell, as my wife says. Look at where his head is, right? And if you watch the entire video, he knew exactly at what point. And I know that people will say, well, most burglars are going to know that there's a camera there. I don't know, man. I really don't. This looked very, very like he knew. There was prior knowledge to this that I'd kind of bet the farm on.
That is an eerie photo. That is incredibly eerie how the head is kind of like just detached but hanging but attached.
And imagine that. Says he's making himself look as small as he could. Yeah, it's and you thought I was having fun over here, right? This stuff's terrifying. It will keep you up at night. The burglar said, "Oh shit, you're on candid camera."
I don't know why, but I really get strong masculine vibes off of that. I don't. Too. Yeah, I don't feel like that's a woman. I just don't.
The eyebrows are what everybody was saying earlier is that looks like a woman. So let me show you this again because I find this kind of fascinating. I'm not an observer of this stuff, people. I'm really not. I don't look at women. I'm a weird dude, man. Okay, that's not one of the better ones. Let's see here. You see the eyebrows? People say they almost look plucked. Now let's look at the bandmate. Those are not what you call massively masculine eyebrows, are they, Quibs?
Could it be lighting?
No, I feel like that could be that guy for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like that definitely could be that guy.
Yeah, I think that there's a chance of it too.
Do we know who that guy is? Who is he?
Yeah, we do know who it is. He's a member of Neckbeard's band, right? They have a band together, he and Neckbeard. So if that is him, that's these two are in a band together. The guy with the unbelievable beard, right? And he has a criminal record, kind of like your husband.
What is this obsession? It's like you act like you've never seen a beard. What's the obsession here? I don't understand.
That's not your normal beard, kid. That's the kind of beard you want to hit a 7-iron off of. Put a golf ball there. Does that look like a normal beard to you?
It looks like a 70s
Wow, chicka, bow, 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 like a
Bush.
bush. Like a bush.
Yeah, but
from
I wouldn't know. I was born in 84, to be totally open with you, but you've talked about it.
Giggity. Yeah, there was 70s porn was a little wild. I gasped when I saw that. Sharon, I think a lot of people did. Do I think it's the band member? Eddie, I'll tell you what, man. Like I said, I suck really bad at this. But on the other side of this, where I've got the hang of it, he's got a criminal record. And I'll be really honest with you. As a guy with a criminal record, you know, I should say that doesn't mean anything. But if I'm running the investigation, I'm looking fast, right? Fast for somebody with a criminal record, because this isn't the kind of stuff that is going to be done by somebody that hasn't done dirt before. Reese, the beard guy, is Sicilian. You can't trust criminal Italians.
And we are Italian, but we are not Sicilian. My grandmother always said that. We are not Sicilian.
He is associated with Tommaso. He is. Yeah, they're friends. They're very close friends.
Thank you so much, Copper Tropicals.
You know what, Copper? Those are my favorite glasses.
This is his favorite pair. I have it in 3 different colors.
Eddie, I'm curious to see who was detained as well, but I will say something else, right? I don't think this was a 2-man operation. I think it's more than that. You got to have somebody to kidnap him, right? Neckbeard can't go and take care of this person. Ask Reese to critique their outfits.
I was taking a hard look at the baklava on the head. Yeah, so interesting.
My grandmother was Sicilian, but she didn't have a beard. My grandmother did.
So did mine, and I have to work on mine daily. So, you know, I don't know why you brought me here. I don't really, I don't do the true crime.
Well, no, but you're completely preoccupied with serial killers, so you're almost there.
I'm not preoccupied just because I tried to stay in a bunk next to the BTK killer in Kansas.
Yeah, you are more preoccupied with serial killers than anybody I know.
I have a raging crush on that really tall one. What's his name? Kemper.
No, you don't. No, you don't have a crush on Ed Kemper. You have a crush on the guy that played Ed Kemper. If you saw the real Ed Kemper, you would not go, ooh, I got a crush on him. He was creepy looking.
Really? Because he was like 7 feet tall. That's usually a pass for me.
Yeah, but he wasn't 7 foot tall and looking like svelte and in good shape. He kind of reminded me of, anyway, he was sort of
a sea lion.
Yes, a sea lion. Tommy, I hit the jackpot. You have no idea how much I hit the jackpot.
Thank you, the real Alex. The other person in the video in the silver jacket looks like a woman. Can you show me that figure?
Yes. However, what you're going to see is it's the same person, and you really can't tell this until you get sort of deep into the video. But this most assuredly is the same person. What we get is this jacket isn't a jacket. Come on, why are you doing that? That's not a jacket; it's a glove, right?
Wait,
and that does look more like a woman. So
two different people here.
They're not two different people. If you see the video, it's not. He is putting a glove directly up to the camera.
Do you have the video?
Let me see this. See that? See that glove right there? That's really what you're seeing on the right-hand side there, Coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
God,
but in this picture, people say that those eyes look more like a woman.
He looks like he's going to spray for bugs.
Right?
What was he holding?
A handful of flowers. And why not?
That's uncomfortable.
It's wicked uncomfortable. What he was doing with those flowers was jamming them into. He's wearing a Sherpa type jacket. Look at the cuff. He was not alone, Jeff. I agree with this. What do I think? He was carrying a gun. What type of gun? Looked like a Glock to me, to be honest. But I would have to really blow the thing up. But it looked like a Glock.
He was carrying a gun?
Yeah, he was absolutely carrying a gun.
Who is it?
Yep. And Mama Scoville thinks that the backpack had an outfit for Nancy in it. That's my mother reached out to tell me that.
Sometimes
who thinks it's a girl, maybe trans, but definitely not a real female.
Your mom is pretty spot on with stuff.
My mom is pretty spot
I'm a
on.
little sad about that. I'm concerned about that.
Yeah.
I hope she's wrong.
I hope she's wrong too. But don't you think there had to be a getaway car driver? Oh no, there was definitely Robin W. There was definitely a getaway car somewhere nearby. They weren't walking her out of there. Even the headpiece is a different shape. I think it's either not the same person or it's been AI edited.
babe.
Here's the thing. I'm usually really good at spotting boobs. I don't see any boobs there. Back me up on this, Quibs. Can I spot a boob?
Not that I've known you to do in the past, but took you just a few seconds to find mine.
See that?
I don't feel like you're much of a boob guy.
Are you woofing me? Perhaps you were not at the festival.
I feel like you. Oh yeah, the festival.
Yeah, see that?
I feel like you go for the back more. You like to go for the back. You like to get a good handful of those things.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I told everybody, if you meet my wife, you're going to find she's way further out than I am. It's a man, baby, says Natasha.
Yeah, I feel like that's a guy.
Yeah, I think it's a guy too. And I'm going to stick with that. You think it's a 38 or a 357? Had a butt on it, not like a Glock. Jeff, I'll blow the thing up and take a look at it. I didn't. So you think it's a revolver? I didn't see a revolver on there. That looked to me like an auto. However, they're talking about a lot in the news on whether or not this person is a professional criminal or not. And it's amazing because some of the biggest people in the world, like on major networks, are saying, this doesn't look like a professional kidnapper. Where the hell do you find a professional kidnapper? Nobody ever gets to the second kidnapping because they all get arrested on the first one. It's not like you're going to find someone and go, hey, how many of these have you done? You're on 7? Yeah, perfect. You're my guy. Unless you're going to Mexico, maybe. How's Kid?
You would know, Krim.
See that?
There's your girl.
That is one of the sweetest cats in the entire world.
How much skinnier she is.
That cat used to weigh like 105 pounds. She really has. She's obviously started working out.
People are asking you to show me this video. Can I see?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Well, you can play. You want to play one of ours?
I think we'd get demonetized.
Send them over to our other channel.
Yes, if you have not seen us on what's the name of it? Swank. What's the name? only banging, only fans. Sorry.
The feet.
It's not what you think. It's just your feet. I told somebody earlier today that you have the greatest feet in North America.
And he is a foot man, guys. It's weird. It gets weird. It gets real weird real fast. Trust me.
You know what? That's a terrible thing to say. People are going to think I have a foot fetish.
You don't want to be anywhere near that.
My old neighbor was a lesbian. She had those things taped, squelched down. That's what threw me off, I guess. Yeah.
How come people are saying why no video? The chat is not moving for me here, so I'm having to look at it on my phone.
That's what I'm doing too. Then you know the problem with that? The problem with that is StreamYard. StreamYard actually kicked me off today too, and I was like, oh man, I lost internet. Everything else in the house was working. StreamYard has been giving people a lot of trouble lately, and maybe it's because there's a bunch of people that are streaming at the same time.
Not me. I haven't had any issues.
Well, you're far better looking than I am. A footman, yeah, I am. I'm sorry. He was talking about your feet earlier. Don't snitch me out, real Alex. You're better than that. Sharon says I hate feet. I love me some cat feet. Everyone is having trouble tonight. I know that there's a lot of that there. Thank you for introducing my wife. I have to, for real. Let me tell you something really quickly. So we've been blessed as hell that in the last 4 or 5 days, we've done a ton of views, right? Things have been really good over here. Anytime that happens, assholes come out of the woodwork and make videos saying that she and I are no longer together and that, she's reported me to the FBI for threatening to kill her and all kinds of fun stuff. You still do like me, don't you?
Your name is Tommy, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Billy.
Yeah, I definitely, I like you.
Giggity. Giggity.
I like you a lot. Yeah, I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't go look for that stuff. So,
Taylor Miller, being detained technically does not mean being arrested. However, every time I have ever been detained in my entire life, handcuffs came out shortly thereafter. Here's why they do the detain things for all of you to understand this. Once they say you are under arrest, they have to read you your rights, right? If they just detain you in there, or there's a whole lot that they can get away with by doing detaining. And if they actually picked him up, it gets a little bit dicier. But very often you'll see them say, hey, can somebody come in? We would like you to come in and talk to us. If you come in, they said in custody, yeah, then he's screwed. Now they're reading him his rights. If he's smart, he's going to shut the you-know-what up. However, If this is the guy that did it, he has been shitting his pants for the last probably at least 4 or 5 days. I will be playing the video later on tonight. If I am so terrified right now with this platform and getting kicked off, you know what, boy, if you nailed it, you nailed it.
Thank you, Chris and Melinda. It looks like we did that at the same time.
Scoville, you are blessed to have such a great woman. People are jealous when they see people. Yeah, you know what? There's some truth to that.
Thank you, guys.
Am I detained or am I free to go? Very powerful words. Say again.
Oh, you have a very kind chat. I don't know all these people, and I just want to say thank you for the kind compliments. So
because the reason I'm not playing the vids, Leslie, is because if you were on my earlier show, I went to play a vid and it kicked me off of this. And not only did it kick me off, but I couldn't get back on StreamYard for an hour and a half. And Bauman, thank you so much.
I have to say, I kind of want to know something. There's not that many people in the chat. There's only 275 people here, but I have a question just for me. I don't follow this kind of stuff as much. Also, because how did we meet? YouTube.
Yes, we did meet on YouTube.
We did.
It's actually a really lovely story. I stalked you. Is that what you said?
I kept getting all these creepy messages in my inbox from this criminal, and I said, all right, I'll give it a whirl. Yeah. No, we met on YouTube, and we liked each other pretty quick.
You know, this is a good point. Jonathan says the floral bits rest on top of the blood droplets. Interesting. Tommy's got a late night crowd. Well, we do a midnight show, and that's where the really wild ones come in. Yes, a lot of videos were banned playing the video from the FBI today. Maybe that was why I got kicked out. Maybe that's why I'm terrified of doing it now. Roberta says 279 to be in here and 175. Go ahead, Quibsy.
So I don't follow this stuff for many reasons. I get kind of freaked out by it, quite honestly. I get a lot of threats myself, and I used to live in the city, and now I live out in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know what's more safe. Honestly, I'm not sure. What are your chances of disappearing? I'm not sure, but this kind of stuff freaks me out. And as much as I do love serial killers, I couldn't watch like the Dahmer stuff on Netflix. I can't. The John Wayne Gacy stuff I tried. But about this, I want to get, even though there's only 280 people in here, I'd like to know, do you guys think this woman's alive? I do not. She's been gone for quite some time.
Do me a favor, folks. Weigh in on that.
So I want a I can tell Reese doesn't take any crap. Lexi.
Oh, you don't have any idea.
Lexi, I think you know.
Nope.
I came from Scientology.
We're getting a lot of nope.
So hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, no's are fine. Well, that's fine. I was going to say put a 1 if you think she's alive, 2 if you think she's dead, but the no is fine too. So nobody. Okay, so I'd rather see, does anybody feel like she's alive?
I think there's still a chance. I don't think she's alive, but I'm still praying for it, and I really want her to be alive. It's killing me. It really is. Corey says, no, she died Sunday morning, and a lot of people are saying that. Someone else also just said that blood could have come from the burglar. It did not. That blood has been tested. The DNA on that blood came back to Nancy. That's why everybody has been that's why everyone was so concerned, right? If this was a professional kidnapper, they're not trying. There's always a chance that you're not trying to hurt the person. That doesn't get you paid. You're trying to kidnap the person, get them out of there, and make sure that they don't get hurt. I'll see a lot of people. 3, says Robin W. Go ahead.
And Just Jones says, I don't think we like to watch this stuff, Reese. We like to analyze it. I think there's truth to that for some people, Just Joan, but I think there are people who really enjoy, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not shaming it. I'm just saying it's never been, yeah. How did I escape?
Yeah, you can say you don't like true crime, but you did marry a convicted bank robber.
Yeah, but that's not really crime.
See that? That's my girl. That's my girl.
She's the real Alex asked me how I left Scientology. Honestly, it's a weird story, and I won't use Tommy's channel to tell you, but it'll just quick. I was outed on YouTube accidentally. I was flying under the radar, is how you would call it. I was giving information to someone who had a YouTube channel who was reporting back on Scientology things, and I reached out to a foundation for help, and the guy accidentally flashed my name on the screen, and they caught me immediately. I never talked to my family ever again. That was 3 years ago on New Year's Eve this year.
Yeah.
Can you tell it in detail on your channel, Leslie? Yeah, I can. I have, and I absolutely would. I don't talk about Scientology as much because I don't know how interested in it people are, and there's just you can go down some pretty dark rabbit holes with Scientology, and I was in it
Well,
for
you're not
38
lying.
years. I don't know a lot. I'm not very bright because of that, because I wasn't really educated on other things. But I can definitely speak to Scientology. Yeah, just Joan, I get that.
Well, and we came from a very, I'm a former criminal, and she was getting out of Scientology. So cults and crims. It was an odd pairing, right? To be sure. We ended up on a panel together. I had been doing a lot of content on anti-Scientology stuff, and we ended up on a panel together, and they were asking questions of all of the people on the panel to find out. It's one of those things that tries to embarrass people. And one of the questions was, how often do you shave your nether regions? Wasn't that the question? Huh?
Yeah, it was like how who doesn't oh man, what was the question? What babe, what did he ask? Now I'm
That
really
was the question.
I
How
know, but
how often do you shave your nether regions, or how likely are you to shave your nether regions?
yes. And I said, and Tommy really laughed, and I said, don't be voting for me on this one. No, it was least you had to vote, and it was least likely to shave.
Oh, that's right.
Their cooter. Yeah, and I said, nobody vote for me on this because you know my schedule. And I said, I shave my panty hamster every Friday. And Tommy said, I'm sorry, every Friday?
She really is. I prefer that picture of her. With all due respect, I really like that picture of her. I shave myself every Sunday. You see what happens? Reese shows up, and then people actually start telling you when they trim up. So now you have a pretty good idea of what her show's like.
Yeah.
Sorry to say she passed away a few days ago. I'm sorry that I kind of believe that too. The problem is, Quibs, that she has a pacemaker and she has to take a ton of medication, right? And
but you told me on the phone, yep, the ham wallet. You can also call it that. You told me on the phone, babe, that they could have
every Friday.
I'm sorry, every Friday. Tommy was hooked after that. He started stalking me.
We're supposed to shave there. See, Jeff gets it. Actually, Jeff, you're supposed to. Yeah, you'll get a little more love.
Babe,
square trim or all off? I prefer all off, but that's me. Go ahead.
He really does too, and yeah, the real Alex, you could call it that too. Whisker cookie. I forgot that picture was there. I love that my full boob is just out for the world to see. That's great.
Not the full one. I've got a playing card over it.
Yeah.
You want me to take it off?
I've been asked. I said, release the nip.
Sorry, I had one underneath it.
No, this is awkward because now we're going back to this story and we're just doing a little back and forth. And this is a regular phone call for Tommy and I, but I realize it's uncomfortable for the rest of you and you have to deal with it.
We do a channel together.
We do.
I will announce next week when we're going live.
We have a channel that we started together. No, seriously, babe. When we were on the phone last week, you said that there's a potential that this guy has been dosing her meds because they maybe went to Mexico and got the meds, right?
Yeah. Even a former FBI guy said if they couldn't get the meds, they'd be completely screwed. And I mean, they just don't know. Mexico is the easiest place in the world to walk into a pharmacy and say, I want Valium. I want this. I want this. Yes, the FBI have detained somebody, but that's about all the information that's coming out about it right now. Somebody said that it was rumored to be an electrician. I can't find that anywhere verified as we speak. Go ahead, Quibs. I'm sorry.
Can you get any of that stuff there, by the way? Just off the, I got a text from a friend. Can you get hydrocodone?
What are you looking for? A little hydrocodone?
I call it hydrocodes. Can you get some hydrocodes?
No pills for you, kid.
Okay.
You got the wrong husband for it.
I have sleeping problems. So I have a serious question. I'm terrible for this. This is why you only have 295 people in your chat. I have a serious question about this, and it may be a dumb question, but I worked in
This is
senior living for a long time, guys. I know seniors.
Anna
And
Nicole. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Tommy calls me Anna Nicole because I married one. And he was old. He was incredibly old. My question is, even if they were dosing her proper medications,
Uh-huh.
that's my question. Do you think she's alive if they're dosing the meds? And the reason I think still it would be a no, I think they say she was totally of sound mind, correct?
Correct.
I still think that this many days, has it been like a week and a half? I feel like she probably would have had some sort of a breakdown. Don't you?
I'll be really honest with you, man. Just looking at those people coming to the door looking like that might have killed them. Imagine that says 2 SWAT teams in the bomb squad to get the suspect. Look, man, honest to God, I have never been able to verify that there were 2 SWAT teams. There may have been trucks that looked like SWAT teams, but they're certainly not announcing it. Now, they do lie. We know that.
Yeah. Okay. So just Joan, I agree with this, but here's my question, guys. And again, it sounds stupid, but I want to know answers. I'm gonna have to look on my phone because my StreamYard is not doing that when I stream. I've not had this problem, and it's annoying.
Well, mine was working a second ago. Now it's
This
stopped.
happened to us on your computer in Ecuador when I was there like a month ago.
That wasn't a month.
Every Friday.
Someone delivered a package to NG between 1:47 a.m.
I'm sure you guys have already covered this, but this is my question, guys. If they are dosing her meds at the proper time and whatever meds she's on, Joan said blood thinners, would she still be alive?
Well, it would eliminate one of the problem. It would eliminate one of the problems. But to be really honest with you, when you're 84 years old, this is the kind of stress that most people can't take, right? It's just one of those. It's one of those things that, I mean, there's a really good chance that this would probably kill her. Honestly.
Not just the kidnapping, dopes.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing: if they were giving her blood thinners, right? Because a doctor that I spoke to said 3 days without the blood thinners and you're in deep shit, right? So by day 8, they said there's no way that the person would be alive. However, sorry. Okay, now they can leave there, right? Yeah, they can leave there, and perhaps to stage. That's not a road I necessarily want to run down, just because it's getting into the. I mean, I don't mind speculating. I don't mind if we speculate on everything if it's you guys' opinion. But if I say, hey, this is happening, I'd kind of like to avoid it being possible staging. There was also a report earlier that they were staging at a nearby church. That most assuredly did not happen, at least according to every available outlet.
Hey, Ms. Weedy Poo.
Here's the other thing. She's also on a ton of painkillers. Allegedly, she's on a ton of painkillers. So if she was without her pain medication, she would go dope sick.
How long could she last? I don't mean that insensitively.
No, you're not going to bum anybody out here. We have this kind of conversation.
Well, I'm especially sensitive to the elderly. You know this. I absolutely love seniors. I mean that. I love men and women, and not being weird. I love seniors. I worked in senior living. I have a great respect for our greatest generation, veterans, things like that. So I just wanted to make that clear. How long do you think that she would go? I mean, I don't know. We should probably ask some of our nurses in the chat. She wouldn't last over a week, but I just wondered.
I have researched the shit out of this, talking to several doctors, and what they said is the real problem becomes more than likely if you're kidnapped and they're holding you captive, you're probably not going to get enough water. You're probably not going to get enough food. You're not going to get access to cleaning yourself, doing things that you normally would do. And the stress level on the heart, if you're 35 or 40, right? You start getting up around 60 or 70. She's 84 with a pacemaker. And if she's not getting her pain medication, the dope sick could kill her, right? If she's taking pain meds every day, Quibs, we've talked about my, my drug addiction. If you're taking pain meds every day for 6 months to a year, you're going to be dependent on them, which is the exact same thing as addicted, except that an addict will continue after they get off and someone who's dependent will not. But you're going to have to get it or you're going to get sick. And I couldn't do dope sick today. It would kill me. At 84, she couldn't do it. Go ahead.
I agree. I know. I think I understand that. Tommy is much better at this in the area of expertise when it comes to drugs, obviously. But
Tallulah, they dropped $152 worth of Bitcoin. Sorry, go ahead, Quips.
Do we know what her diagnosis is? Do we know what's wrong? I know she has a pacemaker. Like, do we know what, why is she immobile?
Well, so this is according to two nurses that weighed in on this. They say that, I mean, she can walk. She's not walking far, right? Bead Dragon, we have pictures of him. I'll put him up again in a second. We know who he is. They do a stress test on the heart, and they have you walk, and apparently about 150 feet is what she can do. I would imagine that, my mom is ambulatory, but I don't think my mom would want to walk more than 150 feet, right? I mean, you just get to that age where
your
it's
mom's
getting
pretty
tough.
spry.
Well, she just had hip replacement too, though. Before that, she was pretty spry. She's getting better, though.
I mean, she's pretty zippy.
She is zippy. Yeah, never underestimate the strength and power of a mother. She will fight to get back to her children. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. I'm just talking about purely from a medical standpoint. The blood thinner thing, if she doesn't have that, she's screwed, right? Your blood is literally going to turn too thick for the pacemaker to do what it needs to do. The pacemaker doesn't keep you alive as much as the blood thinner does. The pacemaker regulates. At least that's what the doctors were telling me. But in order for this thing to work, they're not saying it's Dominic Evans, but everybody and their brother is speculating that it is for a lot of reasons. And we'll take a look at one of them right here. Let's look at this. This right here. See that, Quibsy? You see that little thing on his lips? Some people say it's a scar. Some people say it's a burn. I think it might be the herpes. Quibs.
So hard to see. Can you blow that up? Just kidding. I don't understand.
You're a wise ass. It is like a big shot of the lips. There are people that say that looks the same to them. Now, there's also people that have had AI remove the mask. Don't do shit like that. Don't trust Chat GTP to say to you, look what this guy's going to look like, because they're not giving you anything that's solid, right? They're giving you an approximation. How much blood was at the scene? Disclosure, all I can tell you is what was on the outside, because there's blood in the house. That has been reported. We don't know what was in there. We haven't seen anything like that.
Let me ask you this, and this is probably a dumb question because it kind of answers itself. Oh, she's diabetic, Mike. Ugh, yeah, okay. Were there any other camera views anywhere? Like, I have this place wired up like a meth lab. Like, there's cameras inside and outside of my house because I get a lot of threats. Quite honestly, guys, I get a lot of threats. So I have cameras. Tommy installed them, actually. I have cameras all around this house, and I have them on the inside as well.
I also have lights with sensors.
Yeah, you do. I was just talking to my mom about that. I said, I have all these motion detectors going off. And she goes, who did that? And I said, Tommy. And she goes, oh my God, I'm so glad he did that. And I said, I'm not, because they go off in the middle of the night and it freaks me out. But did she have any other cameras? Like, being kind of the daughter of a famous person, did she have other cameras?
Apparently, I mean, they've taken 3 cameras out. There were a couple of that were destroyed. But here's the crazy thing, Quibs. You know the app we have so that I can look and see if you're naked walking around the house? Well, they didn't have one of those. There's no backup at all for any of their stuff. What? Look at me like that. Meth pipe, scar on the lip. It could be.
I mean, I'm naked right behind you for the whole world.
Giggity. Oh, right. Oh, you mean the picture? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be a very difficult thing for her to survive. Yeah, the person was detained in Rio Rico, south of Tucson, near the border.
What does that mean, Renee B? Reese, you're my friend. No one should pay a ransom for me. Why?
Oh yeah, if she gets captured, she doesn't think anyone ought to pay a ransom for her.
Renee B, so that's what we talk about on my channel a lot, babe. Self-worth. Let's work on that tomorrow. Let's have a little chat about that.
At my age, kid, if I get kidnapped, just, tell them best of luck. Take good care of Tommy. I don't want anybody paying any ransom for me. That honestly, that concept pisses me off to absolute end.
You're taught you're a Cancer sign too. I'm disappointed in you saying that.
Well, I'm 105. You're young. If it was you, I'd happily pay. I'd negotiate. Don't get it messed up. I'll give you 2.5. Right. And my Arrowhead collection. I'm kidding, people. I would turn the world over.
I'll give you my first wedding ring and $50, babe.
Did you give me your 4th wedding ring? I preferred that one to the first.
I personally like the 9th one.
I'm sorry, Anna Nicole's had a couple of husbands.
Yeah, quite a few, quite a few.
And then she upgraded to the criminals. Proud of you. You done good.
Skinny too, weirdly enough. Weirdly
Yeah.
enough. I usually date the more Shrek looking. Um I have that's another thing. What do you mean, Cliff Ann? What is that supposed to mean? Are you okay? I'm definitely okay. I have another question about that, guys. Come on. Let's Renee B. That makes me sad. I have to be honest. That makes me sad, guys. Like everybody matters. Are you being serious? Would you
I'm
really
serious
not
as
want to
hell, though.
be?
I don't want anybody I nothing to me on planet Earth is more offensive than grabbing someone and saying, I want money to get them back. I'm very confident with where I'm going. And
And
I
I
would
guess
just
you'll have to be offended. That's the most ridiculous thing about. I can't imagine. Can you imagine someone stealing the cat?
no, I'd pay for the cat. It's
Okay,
completely different.
that took a turn.
No, that's completely different. I would definitely pay for the cats because I'm a
Yeah.
cat person. I'm old. I'm not in great shape anymore. I'm already breaking down. I got the eye thing that starts to look like the guy from Radiohead. I'm falling apart.
But I like that.
It's like a cost evaluation. You go, it's not exactly a new car, right? These are city miles. They're not highway miles. I mean, how many miles has he got left on this chassis? Look, if they wanted $150, but if they wanted millions of dollars, come on, kid. You just have to go now. I'll see him on the other side. Those deep, dark brown eyes match. Yeah, I think that there's probably something to that.
Okay.
2 more cameras on the roof of the casita in the backyard, Reese. You know something? It's amazing to me that this is the best that they can do. They go and take a camera off of the roof at what, day 4 or day 5? It might have even been like 6 or 7. They F this up so bad, Quibs. So when she was first kidnapped, 30 hours after the kidnapping, they released the crime scene back to the family. Like, we're good. We're not doing anything else in here. Still blood on the porch, all that. So the next day, YouTubers are literally walking up to the blood stain and filming it, tracking all through the crime scene. And then they decided, oops, we need to go back out there and work the crime scene. 3 times that's happened.
Oops.
Barty frickin' Fife is the guy running this. What?
Maybe poker's just not your game, Mike.
I know. Let's have a spelling contest. No, I mean, just downright stupid. Wait, I thought they said they went out the back door. No, allegedly, they're guessing that the guy went through the back door, right, which was where the entry was made. And I want to tell you something that makes sense because if you have looked at the front door, it's got a metal grate over the front of that front door. And I swear to God, if you ever have to break into one of those, you're in deep shit. It is not going to work out very well. It is going to be very, very difficult to get through that metal. It's not like kicking a door in. I've kicked in a few doors, but that metal one, you're not getting through. What's up?
Just Joan said there are some jealous people who only hate and can't stand that Reese is actually a great person and that her subs love her. Just Joan, you don't have to overdo it. I didn't Venmo you that money.
I've only had one and I don't plan on getting another husband. Oh, good for you, Ann.
I mean, it is a wedding. You only get a few of those, but that's your choice. Lisa Smith, I'm on Tommy's side. I would not want my sons or husband to pay. I'll see you on the other side. Guys, I'm going to do a show on this tomorrow.
Really?
I am. I'm a little shocked at, do you think that's a reflection of I mean, I kind of like Lisa Smith there. She knows where she's going.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but
you're married to me, so you don't want me to do that.
Well, I like to argue with you.
You love me. What?
Every Friday.
You know what it is, don't you? It's talent.
That is what it is.
That's skills. I know.
Sometimes you marry for money and sometimes you marry for the lap rocket.
Shit, the things you say. What did you call it?
The lap rocket.
The lap rocket.
Skills.
That's it. Shit you don't hear every day.
No, I'm being serious, guys. I kind of understand, but I'm a Cancer sign and I'm a deep thinker and I too am a YouTuber and I waste a lot of time going down these paths. I get a little depressed reading some of these comments, especially from women saying, don't cry for me, Argentina. Really? You better come get me. You better Liam Neeson that fast.
And fast. Don't
You
trip.
better be
I'm
like,
coming.
I have
Guns
a
blaring.
particular set of skills.
Okay.
Skills that make me a nightmare for guys like you.
Well, first, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, listen, I got the cash. Don't trip. I'm going to pay you. And then when I go to pay him and I get you back, I'm going to be like, babe, I'll see you in 6 months because I'm hunting down every single one of those people and killing them. But first, I would pay. As long as they showed proof of life. These people, Quibs, have never proven that they have the victim, right? They didn't read the handbook for taking hostages. When you kidnap somebody, you leave a ransom note at the scene. That way they don't call the cops when they find the person missing. Bad criminology.
I was still stuck in that movie scene. And then in 3 days, when you hit the 72-hour mark and you show up, I want you to tap the guy on the shoulder and go, you don't remember me, do you? I told you 3 days ago I would find you. And I would.
I can do that.
And I have a particular set of skills.
Reese, we would have dogged the bounty hunter out looking for you. The suspect was detained during a traffic stop. You know what? Here's what would scare me about doing a GoFundMe. I would be afraid that the people that watch my channel would be like, hey, we got to GoFundMe, to get Tommy back. And they'd be like, we raised $180. You know what I mean? That would just be such a kick in the lap rocket, wouldn't it?
Just Joan threw in $6. I thought you were going with that in a totally different place. I thought you were going to say like I'd be too embarrassed because people would I would raise the money and just keep it.
Exactly. I would find out that she was shopping on Anthropology. I'd come home all bloody as hell and be like, didn't you get money? Yeah, you got to see this chair I bought.
I'd be like, look at the new furniture.
Yeah. I knew you were coming home, so I got you something really nice. It's a pair of pants that I'll be wearing.
Have you ever had caviar? This stuff is delicious.
Never knew I liked it.
By the way, we have a new property in California. I would hope that you and all your friends, everyone on the boat, all 310 of you, would scatter and be out there with the flashlights calling my name. Because, guys, I got things I want to accomplish. I'm not ready to go. And somehow we made this about me, but...
Hey, and there's something else I wanted to do, too. You remember? I talked to you about it. I'll tell you later. Don't worry about it.
What was that, Fred Flintstone? What are you doing?
I'll tell you later.
No, guys, I'm serious. I'm going to do we need to talk about self-esteem here. We don't have to do it on this channel, but I'm a little concerned about your self-esteem being intact. Look, I get that you know where you're going and I love your confidence and I know where I'm going too. I'm not worried about that, but I would rather go and meet the Lord after, having like some really good pizza or, like a nice sexual episode or something. I don't want, oh my God. That's Ed Kemper.
Yeah, that's Ed Kemper. Huh? Looking pretty sexy, isn't it?
Are you sure that's not Jeffrey Dahmer?
Oh, I'm pretty damn sure it's not Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer had blonde hair. Come on, you're better than that.
Oh, he was a Sandy. He was a dishwater blonde, wasn't he?
Yes. Thank you, David Booley. I appreciate that. Did you get the other text I sent? Fred Flintstone reference.
I tried not to look at it.
Come on. Here's what happens. Honestly, if every time I've ever been busted, right hand to God, every time but one, I was in a car. They're really, Space G's, you already missed it. Everything happens for a reason. There's some truth to that. But when you're stopped at a traffic stop, they ask for ID, they ask for license. Let's say the FBI knew that they were looking for this cat, but they didn't know where he is. So they get pulled over and they go, hey man, I need to see your license, your registration, your proof of insurance. They read that license number in, they grab that little thing on their shoulder. They read that in and they go, hey, detain that fool right now. There is an active warrant for him, a stop, be on the lookout for this asshole for a kidnapping.
God, I just can't get over this. This is why our channels are very different. I'm emotional and I talk about, life situations and things like that. You're very practical and such. I would say you're very analytical.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just depressed at you saying, just leave me.
Yeah, but I'm not leaving you. I said I'd go full Liam Neeson on his ass. I'm going to get you. I just don't want you blowing all the money you could be spending at anthropology, right? On me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, their spring stuff is really cute. I got an email today. Yeah, no, guys, I would go to the ends of the earth though for my animals. I would do it for you. I would do it for
Did you
a
just
lot.
call me an animal?
No.
You said I would go to the ends of the earth for my animals. I'd do it for you. Then you were about to list off the rest of your animals.
So what? They are just as important, are they not?
Yeah, they are. I just didn't know that I was being a sort of helicopter landing at Banner. Now, who knows? Yeah, there was allegedly a helicopter that was on its way to the same part of the of Arizona. I don't know whether or not that we can read into that they were going to get her. Let's pray.
Okay, I have a question. Just Joan. I can't get over this, and I know the chat's getting pissed at me. Reese, it doesn't matter what he thinks. If he is kidnapped, it will be your decision to pay or not. I get that, right? I get that. But here's my thing. What are you supposed to do? So the kidnappers call, and they're like, we have, and I'm like, click. What do you want? What? Like, what do you mean? Don't come for me. Don't pay. Am I supposed to just be like, no, we're not doing it. We'll catch him on the flip side. That's not how life works.
What you're supposed to know, what you're supposed to say is, and do it in your Liam Neeson voice. What you may not realize is that my husband and I had a long conversation about this. And he said, never give anybody $1, right? You guys can try to get the cash out of him. Have a great day and hang up.
Why would I do it in Marge Simpson's sister's voice?
That's uncalled for. You're better than that.
You boys come here often?
You boys come around here often. If you could do it in that voice, they might let me go.
Disclosure Aaron says, won't happen. Don't worry. You don't know the threats I get.
You know something? No, yeah. I mean, I'm more likely to get kidnapped than you are. You're a scary chick. Let's keep it real. I don't have a gun.
Are you saying that because I weigh more than you?
You got to stop saying that outlandish shit. Thank you, David Booley. She's definitely different than me.
Let's take the guy. He weighs less. That's why you said it. What's the difference between you got searched by police? What? Oh, what's the difference between when you got searched by police?
Oh, Reese and Tommy. What's the difference between you guys? I don't know if I know what that means.
I wasn't sure.
Threats from who? When you're a content creator, you would not believe how bad some of the trolls get. And both of us have gotten ungodly amounts of threats. Apparently, we're not very likable.
I just got back from the police station again a week and a half ago. I mean, I have to go report a lot. I get a lot of threats.
Am I scrawny? I'm 6'2", about 210 pounds. She just thinks she's funny. Now people think you're bigger than me. I'm considerably bigger than her.
I always married a lot of like Shrek types.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like it. I like it either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So interesting guy. Yeah, no, the real Alex says, I know I'm a mod for someone. It is a real deal. It's a real thing. And
especially if you're honest, Reese talks about real life on her channel, right? I talk about true crime. People hate me because of my criminal record. Reese, they hate because the two of us are so happy together. And Reese does occasionally push the envelope. If you have not gone over and hit subscribe over there, I promise you will be entertained.
Do I really? I don't think I do.
Are you shitting me?
How
many times do I show up and go, the things you say? Like I'll walk in and go, what the hell have I walked in on? 8 out of 10 times I come to your channel, I say that. Am I lying?
You know what's ridiculous about that? You did 13 years in the clink. I did.
Yeah.
And you come into my channel and act like it's.
Well, you're a little, you could make it in prison. You're a little different. Listen, I'll give you $250 for the husband, and that's final. Okay.
I would make it in prison. I got offered to be a shot caller. They called me Wrecking Ball Reese.
Really?
I toured the jail.
You're too pretty to go to jail. Proof of life for Reese would have to be a Tannenbaum quote. Not bad, but there's a couple of them I could go with. I could have said to him, Ask her if the people train runs out of Stubbville. I'm sorry. Unless you're a hog or a cattle.
Get your lazy ass out of that truck. She's skinny, but she's strong. Her first baby came out sideways. She didn't scream or nothing.
I'd be like, "Yep, that's her. I'll give you $6.50."
Babe, the chat would pay more than that. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I'm not a candidate for jail because you can't, I didn't know this. You can't like bring your own food. You can't get DoorDash. And also Tommy said I couldn't bring my vitamin C serum, and my skincare is really important to me.
As well it should be.
Yeah. I just don't look as good without makeup and whatnot. You absolutely do. It's Renee B. Strike one.
How about this? Saddle.
Yeah, we could quote Tommy and I do a lot of movie quoting.
In fact, if it wasn't for movie quoting, we wouldn't. I don't know what we would do.
I do.
What? No DoorDash? Yeah, that's exactly how my wife said it when I told her that. She's like, if the food sucks there, why don't you just get DoorDash? I'm like, I don't think you understand this whole prison thing.
Well, I would get it because I would date the warden.
I bet that you would.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I bet that you would.
I would be known for that. Also, I would be a shot caller. Don't you think?
I thought about something. Yeah, no, I don't know that you would make a good shot caller.
Thank you, Lovejoy. I use Paula's Choice products, vitamin C serum, niacinamide, all those things, girl. And I'm going to pack a travel bag. And when I go to jail, it's coming with me.
And she does pack a bag when she comes to Ecuador. It requires 4 Sherpas just to get the all the stuff she brings from the curb up to my apartment.
You liked everything I brought, so I don't know why you're.
I'm telling you, we can't talk about 90% of it, but I did like it. All right, people, I am going to be on again this evening at midnight. Hopefully, I will be showing some video on there. And we will be on our other channel at some point in the next little bit, aren't we?
I don't know. Or I can just come over here and say hi.
Well, that would work too. That would work too.
I don't know how your people feel about me over here, though. This is why I don't come over here because, my channel is called.
Nobody here has been anything but nice to you.
I get it, but sometimes, I'm called Relatable Reese, but hateable, relatable, perhaps.
Currently, right now in my country, it is 10:30.
Thank you, Tara. Guys, thank you for having me. Thank you, Lisa Palmer. I posted my guys. I'm kind of spamming the chat. I'm posting my channel. If you would go subscribe, that would be very kind of you. And maybe I'll pop back over sometime. It was nice meeting a lot of you. Thank you, Corey. Maybe I'll see you over on my channel. Thank you, guys. I really mean that. No, people are very kind over here. It's just that hasn't always been the case. Tommy and I have been together for years. So we've kind of been through a lot of ups and downs and stuff. We've been through a lot. Yeah, he needs to sleep, Cliff Ann, and I'm going to make sure.
Cliff Ann, don't get her going. She's been yelling at me about this. Listen, for the record, I stopped doing shows and then I fall asleep. And today, as Reese can tell you, last night I went to sleep at about 3 o'clock in the morning, but I slept a long time.
Yeah, I just don't like that. I'm weird about Tommy's health, and I believe in sleep big time. It's needed and necessary, and I can tell by his skin color and just how he looks. Thank you guys for subscribing that he needs to sleep, and I worry about that. And yes, I did, Tara. And also, nothing is more important than that. So he needs to understand that too.
Reese, you did say grow a vagina tonight. You did, didn't you?
I quoted Betty White, guys. Calm down.
Nevertheless, I knew you said vagina today. I just had a feeling I would have been right.
Calm your panty hamsters. Guys, thank you for subscribing to me. And I hope you come over and say hi to me or leave a comment or something. I really enjoy having new people. And I love also being a YouTuber. So I will maybe stop back by sometime, but I'm glad I got to meet some of your audience.
I am too. I am too. And I'm glad for your expert opinions on the pictures. If you guys come back tonight at 12 o'clock, we will be talking all things related to this. But I thought it would be good for everybody to get a chance to meet my wife, especially since the new rumor is that somehow I traded her in for a YouTube channel. You know what it is, Reese? Apparently I said, I'm a YouTuber. People got kind of bent out of shape about that.
Well,
Do you know
I
why I
was
say
pissed.
that, people? No,
I was angry. I had no idea you were a YouTuber until yesterday.
4,000 videos. I never once said, please do me a favor and hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notification. I never said any of that. I thought it was dirty. And then somebody said to me, you're a YouTuber. You need to say that stuff. So I said, I'm a YouTuber. Then I also said, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's all I care about. People lost their shit about that too. The reason I said that is picking on a content creator in the true crime genre who's actually kicking a lot of ass, who says that every single time he goes live. It's me picking on people. So knock it the hell off and grow a vagina. I'm so tired of it. Sorry.
You don't always have to explain yourself, but
you know what? I'm sick and tired of people that get up in my shit. I really enjoy my life, and the idea that because I'm making videos, I am no longer with my wife pisses me the hell off. It's I find it a bit distressing. So there, I said it.
You're sick and tired of people up in your shit, then you probably shouldn't have a YouTube channel.
No, that's not true. I can expect that the people that claim to like us would shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. Maybe not the ones that don't like us. I expect trolls to hate us, but the other ones, right? The ones that are our friends, maybe just keep your mouth shut. All right, people.
Who did you say was more saucy?
I'm pretty sure you are.
Holy shit, man! Get it together.
I drop an F-bomb a month.
Get your life right. Call me when you get it. There's my naked picture behind me. You.
I look at it every day. It's why it's there. I love you, kid. Thank you for coming on my channel.
Guys, good meeting you all. Thank you for having me, babe. And I'll see you on the flip side, fella.
And if by some chance you get kidnapped, I'm coming strong. All right, people, I'm going to get ready for this. I will see you guys at midnight for the midnight show. Hopefully I will see you there. We do get a little wild on the midnight show. Thank you so much for the support. Reese, I love you. Thank you for being here with me. I am Tommy. Between now and the next time I see you, get over there and hit subscribe at Relatable Reese, and then check out Chase the Heat as well. Nepotism is a beautiful thing. I love you guys. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.